गुड इवनिंग।
गुड इवनिंग।
हम आज के वेबिनार में आए हुए सभी चिकित्सकों का मैं हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। आज के इस ज्ञानवर्धक वेबिनार में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत एवं अभिनंदन है। हमें अत्यंत हर्ष हो रहा है कि आज हमारे बीच होम्योपैथिक चिकित्सा एवं फार्मेसी के क्षेत्र के एक प्रतिष्ठित एवं समर्पित विद्वान डॉक्टर सूरज सिंह भदौरिया जी उपस्थित है। डॉक्टर भदौरिया ने बीएचएमएस तथा एमडी की उपाधि प्राप्त की है और वर्तमान में वे विनायका मिशन रिसर्च फाउंडेशन डीम्ड टू बी यूनिवर्सिटी सालेम तमिलनाडु से होम्योपैथी में पीएचडी का अनुसरण कर रहे हैं। आप वर्तमान में पारुल यूनिवर्सिटी बड़ौदा के होम्योपैथिक फार्मेसी विभाग में सहायक प्राध्यापक के रूप में कार्यरत हैं, जहां आप न केवल विद्यार्थियों को मार्गदर्शन प्रदान कर रहे हैं, बल्कि शोध एवं नवाचार के क्षेत्र में भी महत्वपूर्ण योगदान दे रहे हैं। आपने अनेक प्रतिष्ठित पीयर रिव्यू जर्नल्स में अपने शोध लेखन प्रकाशित किए हैं, जो आपके गहन अध्ययन और विषय के प्रति समर्पण को दर्शाता है। इसके अतिरिक्त आप IFPH जैसे मंचों पर नियमित रूप से वेबिनार का आयोजन करते हैं तथा विभिन्न सेमिनारों में भी अपने व्याख्यानों के माध्यम से ज्ञान का प्रचार प्रसार करते हैं। आपकी अकादमिक सक्रियता एवं शिक्षण शैली वास्तव में प्रेरणादायक है। आज का यह सत्र निश्चित रूप से हम सभी के लिए अत्यंत उपयोगी एवं ज्ञानवर्धक सिद्ध होगा। आइए, बिना किसी विलंब के हम सभी डॉक्टर सूरज सिंह भदौरिया सर का हार्दिक स्वागत करें और उनसे अनुरोध करें कि वे अपने विचारों से हमें समृद्ध करें। ओवर टू यू सर।
ओके ओके। आज थोड़ा मेरा गले का इशू रहेगा। आप मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि अच्छा थोड़ा सा आपको प्रेजेंटेशन दूं। आज का टॉपिक भी काफ़ी इनोवेटिव है। आई जस्ट वांट टू शेयर दिस स्लाइड।
ओके सर।
इज इट विजिबल?
या सर, यू आर विजिबल।
नाउ इट इज विजिबल ना?
या।
ओके ओके।
ओके
तो
सर।
आज हमारा टॉपिक है पोटेंटाइजेशन का साइंटिफिक अप्रोच। तो पहले तो हम ये समझे पोटेंटाइजेशन क्या है। पोटेंटाइजेशन एक ऐसी प्रक्रिया, एक ऐसी प्रोसेस है जिससे हम मास पार्टिकल को मासलेस पार्टिकल में कन्वर्ट करते हैं। क्या बोला हमने? इट इज अ प्रोसेस टू कन्वर्ट द मास पार्टिकल इनटू द मासलेस पार्टिकल। सो दिस इज द पोटेंटाइजेशन। ठीक है। आपने घर में देखा होगा, हम जब मेहमान ज़्यादा हो जाते तो हम क्या करते, पानी जो है या जो सॉलिड सब्सटेंस है, वी डिवाइड दिस इन अ नंबर्स। सो दिस इज नॉट पोटेंटाइजेशन, दिस इज द डाइल्यूशन। यानी अगर आपने ग्लास में पानी लिया, उस पानी को 4 ग्लास में बांटा, फिर उस पानी को ढक के जब हम उसको फोर्स इन एक्सेलरेशन देंगे, दिस इज द डायनामाइजेशन, दिस इज कॉल्ड पोटेंटाइजेशन। ठीक है। तो पोटेंटाइजेशन tries to interrupt with the classical homeopathy as a modern concept from the physics, chemistry and the nanoscience. Now potentization having three main pillars: physics, physics, chemistry, nanoscience। फिजिक्स यानी जब मैंने इसको स्ट्रोक्स दिया, दिस इज द फोर्स इन एक्सेलरेशन। Chemistry, when we talk about the basic imprints of the molecular and the atomic structure within this compound is called the chemistry part. And the nanoscience, when we talk about this massless structure, their pattern of arrangement, their pattern of dispersion, their pattern of distribution, their pattern of the different dimension is called nanoscience. ठीक है। अब क्लासिकल पोटेंटाइजेशन में जनरली व्हाट वी कैन डू, वी हैव अ सर्टेन फिनोमिना. Number one, serial dilution. Number two, succussion. So these are the two main process. सीरियल डाइल्यूशन, जैसे हमने एक पोटेंसी बनाई, जैसे 1C, 1:99, तो ये हमने 1C बनाया. अब 2C बनाना तो हम क्या करते हैं, उसका 1 पार्ट लेते हैं और उसमें 99 पार्ट डाल देते हैं अल्कोहल, देन वी गिव 10 डाउनलोड स्ट्रोक. So this is the serial dilution. Succussion. Succussion is a process for the shaking in equal direction, uniform direction. It does not go above the pinna and it should be in always vertical flow. So this is the succussion. Traditionally, it is believed that dilution reduces the toxicity and the succussion enhancing the medicinal energy. पोटेंटाइजेशन क्यों कर रहे हैं हम, कंसंट्रेशन कम कर रहे हैं. मास पार्टिकल कन्वर्टेड इनटू द massless particle. This dilution getting converting with the minimum side effect. So this is the what we can say the classical aspect of potentization. Okay, so this is all about potentization. Have you heard about Madame Curie, Marie Curie? So she won the Nobel Prize in discovery of radium. So similarly, this radium element, this is a part of dynamization, because this piece of particle or the structure emitting the radiation, and this radiation is because of their physical property, is because of their chemical property, is because of their chemical compository, is because of their specific nature in the atomic number and the molecular mass. So this is the succussion enhancing medicinal energy in respect to the theory and the evidence of Marie Curie, a Nobel Prize winner in discovery of radium. Now, scientific challenges. What are the scientific challenges? Number one, dilution. They are always above the Avogadro number, that is 9 into 10 to the power minus 7. So, in that dilution, there is no molecular entity, there is no atomic entity, there is no cluster molecule, there is no isotopic molecule, there is no isomerism. So, it is just like a placebo effect. Okay, so dilution is something which triggers with the unknown origin and the negligible massless particle which travels in the form of wave. So this is one of the theory which is called nano wave. In the higher dilution, this nanoparticle, what is the range of nanoparticles? That is in micron, it is 0 to 1 micron, and it is nanometer, it is 10 to 1000 nanometer. So when they are getting converting into the higher potency, so they travel in the form of wave, they travel in the form of that particular function, and that function is nanowave. So no molecule, no atom, no structure, still the memory of this massless particle present in the higher dilution. आ रहा है आपको समझ में? थोड़ा ये हिंदी में मेरे को आपको समझाने में डिफिकल्ट हो रहा है, कुछ टर्मिनोलॉजीज ऐसी जो मुझे आपको इंग्लिश में ही बोलना पड़ेगी, तो आप ये ना देखिए कि हिंदी सेशन है इंग्लिश. Just try to understand the motto of today's topic. Okay. Now this creates the core scientific paradox. So generally this is the very challenging to show the evidences in ultra high dilution. In ultra high dilution, there are no such atoms, molecules, and no such structures. But beside of this, there are something which is hidden, just like the discovery of radium. So this is the theory of dynamization. Modern scientific hypothesis. Now, what are the modern scientific hypotheses which define this nanoparticles theory? So, number one, every high dilution nanoparticles suggested because of the succussion and trituration. If it is solid, then we use trituration. If it is liquid, then we go for succussion. It is fixed. There is no change in this. Now, this aligned with the nanotechnology, surface chemistry, colloidal particles, and the bioactive signals. So these are the basic property of this hypothesis. तो हमें पहले ये समझना है, ये अल्ट्रा हाई डायल्यूशन, इसमें एक थ्योरी आपकी नैनो पार्टिकल्स की है, एक सरफेस केमिस्ट्री. दिस इज द मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ, सपोज दिस इज एटम. So this is the morphology of that particular atom. This is surface. Now in that particular alignment, how the atoms and the particles shows their rate of dispersion. So this is the surface chemistry, the colloidal science, and the next one is nanoparticles act as a bioactive signal, not bulk chemicals. So they are, because somewhere they are secreting the signals, radiations. Just imagine it. It is like a very wonderful theory. A particle which emitted light in correspond to the time small t in correspond to the temperature, because temperature also affect the morphological features of that particular element and the chemical compository of that particular particle. तो ये सारी चीजें जो है एक हाइपोथेटिकल पार्ट में हम इसको समझेंगे, क्योंकि कोई भी साइंस जो है इट ऑलवेज स्टार्टेड विद द थीसिस. When we tested this idea by some experimentation, clinical modeling, non-clinical or not non-clinical, preclinical modeling, so this is going to converting into the thesis. So this is all about the structure pattern of the nanoparticles. Now, water structure memory hypothesis. Now, what are these? These are linked with a controversial idea. Number one, water memory. Now, what are water memory? Suppose this is high dilution. So, in that particular high dilution, there are certain water molecules. This water molecules H and OH minus hydroxyl bond, hydrogen bond, they are the triggering part. They make polarity with two electron, unpaired electron. So these two unpaired electron, the polarity make the effects of optical density, optical optimization. The effects of optical density. Because of this optical density, there are certain changing in the vibrational frequency. So this water memory act as a carrier for this nano wave which are in our ultra high dilutions. Because this ultra high dilution, they need certain precursor. Water memory H plus OH minus ion, these are the precursor for this. When they carry this precursor, when they carry this vibration, they will always have a uniformity. They will always have a specific alignment. So this is the structure of water molecule in ultra high dilution. This is the structure cluster. This is like a balloon. So this is a precursor. When this balloon, the H and OH minus, when they carried the medicinal effect, they will transfer as it is inside the living world. This is called water structure, the memory hypothesis. Sorry. Now, however, not widely accepted due to reproducibility issues. Now, this is the hypothesis. Somewhere it is very difficult to understand this, but these are the most important part for knowing what is water memory. Okay, this is the water memory. This is one of the hypotheses. Next, this is the hydrogen bond network theory. Now, as per this hydrogen bond network theory, this water H plus OH minus, they form a dynamic structure. This dynamic structure possess with the specific optical density, specific dynamic effect, specific magnetic effect, specific electromagnetic effect, specific polarity. And because of this specific electromagnetic, specific polarity, specific effects, dynamization, they make beauty of homeopathy, which is potentization. So this beauty of homeopathy, potentization, is because of hydrogen bond network theory. So hydrogen, they act as a precursor. They act as a precursor for various medicinal properties, for the isomers, for isotopic molecules, for basic optical density. And because of this, they will have a proper information. Information in terms of efficacy. Because ultimately, what we want? We want effect, we want result, we want treatment, we want cure, which is called pharmacological action. Got it my point? So this is the hydrogen bond network theory. It is the most important part for any dynamization, for any root cause. Silica leaching hypothesis. Now what is silica? Silicon dioxide. Okay. So silicon dioxide, SiO2, generally when this silicate ion correspond with the oxygen atom, silicon dioxide, two oxygen, dioxide. So this silicon dioxide when we dispense, अगर आपने देखा होगा, हम जो डाइल्यूशन है, होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन जो है अल्ट्रा डाइल्यूटेड, उसको हम ग्लास पाइल में देते हैं rather than plastic polymers. Why? Because this glass foil, the wall of this glass foil having silicate dioxide. This silicate dioxide, they form a pyramid. This pyramid shows a good effect in terms of electromagnetic property, good effect in terms of optical density, good effect in terms of polymerization, good effect in terms of restoration. So they are the preserver of medicinal property, the nanowave. So this nanowave is because of silicon dioxide. So this silicon dioxide, they act as a carrier of the structural information and stabilizing nano association, nano formulation, and nano signaling. So this nano signaling always have this particular class because there are different stabilizing container. तो इसलिए हम बोलते हैं कि हमें ग्लास में वी हैव टू डिस्पेंस द मेडिसिन इन द ग्लास रादर देन द प्लास्टिक फाइल. So the reason behind this is because of that particular silicate ions, silicate dioxide. This is the major part which preserve the medicinal property as it is without changing chemical property, without changing physical property, and without changing their pharmacological properties. So these are the most important part for any type of this silicate ion. Electromagnetic signal theory. Electromagnetic signal theory generally they possess the potentized solution which emitted the low level electromagnetic signals. Generally, this potentize the dynamic effect. This ultra-high resolution medicine, they have electromagnetic signals, the electromagnetic properties, and these electromagnetic properties, these particular signals, resemble with the quantum physics, quantum theory, and still it is very highly debatable and not mainstream science. Now, how we can justify this? I just give you one example. I try to give you one example. Maybe I am not able for this to explain in a better way, but just I want to give you an example. Suppose if you have a one file which is empty, when we put a liquid in the file, after putting liquid in the file, when we close the container and go for the 10, 20, 100 downward strokes, so this will liberate electromagnetic signals through the massless wave. So when we talk about Bohr's atomic theory, Bohr, scientist Bohr given an atomic theory KLMN. There are certain electromagnetic force of attraction between two respective corresponding shells KLMN. So when the electron jump from low to high, so they release the energy. This is exothermic. When they jump from high to low, so they gain the energy. This is endo. So this is the electromagnetic signals, electromagnetic waves, and this connect with the quantum physics. This connect with the quantum mechanics. Still highly debatable and not mainstream science. It is the most important part for any dynamic effect, any ultra high dilution, any massless particle, any invisible structure. So, by this Bohr's atomic theory, I just want to give you an idea about what is this electromagnetic signals. So, when the electron changing the position, when the piece and any particle X, Y, Z, when they change the position from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are certain transitions, and because of these transitions of element or component or particle, they need certain delta H, that is heat energy. So they will liberate, they will access the electromagnetic signals, electromagnetic waves, electromagnetic properties. So this is the most important part for electromagnetic signals. Next, proposed mechanistic model, the modern view. Number one, trituration. Trituration, when the particle size reduce, then the nanoparticles form. Trituration. Trituration means what? When the particle size reduce, they form nanoparticles. They form a massless structure. Serial dilution. This is dispersion of nanoparticles plus solvent structuring. सीरियल डाइल्यूशन, सीरियल डाइल्यूशन ये एक हमने फाइल लिया, उसमें अल्कोहल डाला, उसका वन पार्ट लिया, दूसरे फाइल में डाला, अल्कोहल डाला. दिस इज एज पर हैनिमैनियन कंसेप्ट. बट व्हाट अबाउट कॉर्सकोफ? कॉर्सकोफ एक वो नाम है जो समुंदर में लहरों में वो खो गया है. नो वन कैन रिकॉग्नाइज द वर्क ऑफ Korsakov, just like Marie Curie. Marie Curie struggled a lot. Similarly, Korsakov, what he suggests a very simple experimentation. Korsakov suggests that when we prepare serial dilution, अगर आपको serial dilution बनाना है, आपने एक फाइल लिया, 1 part drug, 9 part vehicle, strokes. Then for preparing next further potency, no need to take 1 part of previous potency. No need. What he suggests, when you empty this file, there are certain drops on the inner wall of file. These drops considered as a 1 part of previous potency. Now we have to put the 9 part of vehicle same as it is in the same file without changing the file. 1, 2, 3, and again 10 downward stroke should be given. Then separate this. This is 2x. Similarly, it should be followed for 3, 4, 5 up to 30, 200. This is Korsakov method. Serial dilution, solvent structuring. Okay, next is succussion. Succussion, how we can do this? Now, succussion is a process of energy inputs, cavitation, formation of nanobubbles, bubbles, polarity, unpaired electron, structural reorganization. Means when A, B combined, when A split with B, then they unite with C. This is the reorganization. This reorganization is maybe because of V, vector, velocity, momentum, mass of this particle when they travel the distance. So this is the velocity, momentum, and the force in acceleration. The force which accelerates this particle to travel that distance. This is the formation of nanobubbles, structural reorganization. थोड़ा आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा. मेरे को पता है मैं थोड़ा डीप, आपको फिजिबिलिटी आ रही है नहीं आ रही है, क्योंकि टॉपिक ही ऐसा है हमारा कि आपको गहराई में उतरना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. व्हाट इज पोलैरिटी, what is vector, what is force in acceleration, what is viscosity. So this is the structural reorganization. Final remedy. Now what is remedy? Suppose I have fever, so sulfur is only indicated medicine for me during fever. So this is the remedy, correct? Now this sulfur is not suited for all in fever. It is only for Suraj in a fever. So sulfur is my remedy. It contains nanoparticles. It contains structured solvent domains. And this possible EM signature. What is EM? That is electromagnetic signatures. The electromagnetic signatures, the electromagnetic property. This electromagnetic property, this always have that particular polarity to change the viscosity and the velocity of that element. तो ये चीजें आपको हमारे अल्ट्रा हाई डाइल्यूशन में देखने को मिलेगी. क्या क्या बोला मैंने? नैनो पार्टिकल्स, स्ट्रक्चर, सॉल्वेंट डोमेन and electromagnetic signatures, signature of this force, signature of this accelerated particles, signature of these photons. Now moving to next part, evidence status. There are certain supportive findings, like number one, as we already discussed, जैसे हमने बात करी है पहले भी, nanoparticles detection studies. This nanoparticles detection studies, this is the basic property of this massless particle and their structure, how they show their nature. So what is nanoparticle? Nanoparticle are invisible, minutest, massless structure which are travel in the form of wave, crust and trust. So this is nanoparticle on X and Y when they travel from XYZ. So this is the dynamic effect of nanoparticle, nanowave, X, Y, Z, three axis, X, Y, Z. When it is only X and Y, then this is the major concentration. When it is X, Y, Z, then this is the dynamic effect. Spectroscopy differences between the potencies. So, what are the differences in between the different potencies? So, number one, they are poor reproducibility, lack of universal acceptance, and clinical evidence remain debatable. जैसे आपको पता है कि अभी आजकल क्या जमाना आ गया ना, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, होम्योपैथी दिखती नहीं है, तो इसलिए लोगों को भरोसा नहीं है. तो कहने का मतलब, if the atoms and the molecule and the nanoparticle, if they are not embedding with that particular solvent system, so they are just a placebo effect. But no, my dear, they are not placebo effect. They are the memory of this invisible structure. Memory. And when this memory, when they resemble with this massless particle, when they resemble with this massless structures, so they will always have the universal identity. They will have that universal mechanism, action. Now, potentization is what? Potentization is a physiochemical process involving serial dilution, mechanical energy input, leading to information for nanoscale structures, solvent reorganization, and the potential signal encoding the capability of the biological interactions. So generally this potentization, this will give you the physiochemical processing for uh, coding of the footprinting of this massless particle. So in short, in one line, rather than the solvent nano, potentization is a encoding for the footprinting of memory of massless particle. Very good sentence. It is the coding, code करना, identify करना, footprints. Footprints of what? The nanoscale structures in a specific concentration. Number one, in a specific temperature, in a specific dosage, in a specific volume, in a specific velocity, in a specific momentum, in a specific mass, in a specific massless structure. Because ultimately we talk about nanoscale. So this is all about the potentization. It is the coding of that footprinting of massless particle in a specific concentration, in a specific dosage, in a specific temperature, in a specific model, in a specific electromagnetic wave or a optical density. This is the potentization. आया आपको समझ में? आप कुंडली में आपके जो ग्रह होते हैं हाउसेस, when you saw your कुंडली maker, so there are certain house rows. In every house rows there are certain position of planets like Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Neptune. So this position will change. So it will change in terms of condition, in terms of year, in terms of date, in terms of time, in terms of मुहूर्त. ठीक है, मुहूर्त. So similarly this potentization, when this footprinting of this massless particle changes in terms of temperature, in terms of pressure, in terms of temperature, so this is the potentization. Since you already work as medicated sanitizer, as we know, yesterday I had this English session in IFPH, and yesterday my topic was patent. So recently we grant one patent in homeopathy which is based on homeopathic medicated sanitizer. Homeopathic medicated sanitizer. You can extend this into the nanopotentized formulation. So this is what? This is not ordinary sanitizer. लोगों को ऐसा लगेगा इन्होंने क्या बड़ा काम किया, मार्केट में बहुत फॉर्मुलरी बहुत सारे सैनिटाइजर है. नो, दिस सैनिटाइजर they are based on nanopotentization formulation, surface active nano remedy, control succussion energy model, possible measurable parameter, particle size DLS, zeta potential, UV visible spectroscopy, FTIR shift, FTIR spectroscopy. So nanopotentized formulation. This is generally in regards with all these properties. Surface active nano remedy, control succussion, possible measurable, particle size. Here particle size plays a major role. If particle size is more than 1000 nanometer, so the efficacy is less. जितना ज़्यादा पार्टिकल साइज होगा उतनी एफिकेसी कम होगी, जितना पार्टिकल साइज कम होगा उतनी एफिकेसी ज़्यादा होगी. You can derive this. The particle size is inversely proportional to the action of size, particle size. If the greater size, the action is less. If the lesser size, action will be more. So this is the particle size. It plays a major role. It is the most important part to understand this. Now moving to our next part. Now you can see this picture. I just zoom it. Now see this picture. Now in this picture you can find out in the upper part. Just wait it. I just adjust this figure. Now the first image, the process of dilution and succussion, how the mother tincture converted into serial dilution. Now there are two phenomena. इसमें दो चीजें, Hahnemannian concept and Korsakovian concept. हैनीमैनियन मैंने आपको बताया है, फाइल चेंज करना है और हर वन पार्ट प्रीवियस पोटेंसी का ऐड करना है। कॉर्सोकॉफ ने इसके अपोजिट बोला है, फाइल चेंज करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, आप दूसरे फाइल में पोटेंसीज को सेग्रीगेट कर लो, आइसोलेट कर लो, आपको जो ड्रॉप्स ऑफ द प्रीवियस पोटेंसी कंसिडर्ड एज अ वन पार्ट ऑफ दैट प्रीवियस पोटेंसी। Clear? So this is the potentization process. Dilution and succussion. For solid, it is the trituration effect. Now, this nanoparticle persistence theory. This is the nanoparticle theory. This nanoparticle theory, these are based on the original substances may persist with the high dilution. Trituration for solid, succussion for liquid. अगर हम इसका इनर पीस देखें, they have nanoparticles. This nanoparticles travels in the form of crust and crust wave, जिसका SI यूनिट है, क्या है वेव का SI यूनिट? दैट इज लैम्डा. Lambda is the measurable part, the SI unit of the wave. Now, there is one hypothesis. The lambda of this, every wave, there are so many nanoparticles. Every wave, they correspond with the equal lambda. Got it? But in certain theories, when the effect of temperature is more, when the effect of pressure is more, when temperature or pressure not correspond to each other and together, so the intensity of this nanoparticle will change. यानी ये जो लैम्डा है ये हर एक नैनो पार्टिकल का अलग अलग होगा. 1, 2, 3, 4 सबका लैम्डा अलग अलग. So this is the one of the nanoparticle persistent theory. Water structure memory hypothesis. When this water molecule form a cluster, a succussion, so they gave imprint molecular pattern. They will give a normal water structure. After succussion, the structure of this memory, the water will change. अभी हम ऐसा तो बोल ही नहीं सकते कि एटम का स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हो जाए, बट माय डियर, द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एटम विल चेंज एज पर द फोर्स इन एक्सेलरेशन, in correspond to the velocity, in correspond to the momentum, in correspond to the time, in correspond to the temperature, in correspond to the pressure. So this is called water structure memory hypothesis. Cavitation and drug input effect. अभी ये क्या बोला है? कैविटेशन यानी जैसे आपने एक पानी लिया ग्लास, now you can saw when we do jerk 10 strokes, so there are certain nano bubbles which comes on the surface supernatant fluid, this bubble, so they have nano wave. ये बबल में हमें नैनो वेव मिलेगी, एनर्जी, imprint of this nano particles and the other isotopic molecules, silicon dioxide, SiO2, silicate ions, dioxide, so they may also resemble with the nano bubbles. Water bubble, पानी में जब बबल आते ना आपने देखा है, so these are in correspond to the wave. So this bubble, they accelerated from ground to upper. Every bubble having different velocity, different action, different force in acceleration. Every bubble defined with the different memory, different identity, different mass, different integrity. So this is the cavitation. Cavitation energy inputs, energy E energy. Integrated scientific model. Integrated scientific model, when the potentized remedy, when this nanostructure, when they correspond with the particular structure of water, particular air and gas nanobubble. There are certain gas also, na? O2. Oxygen is what? It is a gas with this solid liquid structure. So integration of this scientific model. So previously potentization, dilution succussion, nanoparticle persistence theory, changing the structure of water memory, then cavitation of this nanobubble, this figure. This is the nanobubble. Integrated scientific model, and the next part is possible mechanism. नैनो पार्टिकल एज अ कैरियर, जब ये जुड़ जाएंगे वाटर स्ट्रक्चर से विद द एनर्जी पार्ट, इम्प्रिंटिंग ऑफ इनविजिबल स्ट्रक्चर प्लस सिलिकेट आयन प्लस इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक सिग्नेचर. अभी आप देखो क्या क्या है. नैनो पार्टिकल्स, सिलिकेट डाइऑक्साइड, नैनो पार्टिकल है सिलिकेट डाइऑक्साइड, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव, वाटर एंड invisible massless particle footprints. These all are the possible mechanism of the potentization. अभी हम इसको चेक करना है. So this is the last part, the observational evidences. So what are the observational evidences? Number one, UV visible spectroscopy. UV visible spectroscopy, I just show you this. This is light, just wait it. This is the UV visible spectroscopy. This is the different absorption pattern. This is the different mechanism for identifying the concentration. UV visible spectroscopy हम तब यूज करते हैं कि हमें उसका कंसंट्रेशन जानना हो, उसमें कितना पावर है, कितना मास है, कितना एटॉमिक परसेंटेज है. उसके लिए हम यूवी विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. दूसरा है डीएलएस, डायनेमिक लाइट स्कैटरिंग. अभी आप समझो थोड़ा. हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट रमन स्कैटरिंग? रमन, डॉक्टर सीवी रमन, नोबेल प्राइज विनर फ्रॉम इंडिया. ओके, डायनेमिक लाइट स्कैटरिंग. Dynamic light scattering, generally, suppose these are the photons, x, on y, on z, l and n. So these photons, these are the energy carrier particles. So when they travel in a specific pathway, they will emit the light in a different pattern. So the emitting of this light from this massless structure is a dynamic light scattering. आपने अंधेरे में देखा होगा जुगनू. Okay, so this is जुगनू. It is a living entity, but you can consider this as a photon. So these are the light scattering. Similarly, in DLS you can also have this light scattering from nanoparticles. These are called nano radiation, particle radiation effects. Now UV completed, DLS completed. Now this FTIR. What is FTIR? FTIR is Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy for determining various functional group. Okay, so how this functional group determine? They will determine in the aspect of the wavelength of that particular frequency of that particular functional group. यानी अगर हमने अल्कोहल लिया तो उसमें कौन से फंक्शनल ग्रुप से H आयन, OH माइनस, सोडियम, पोटेशियम, बाइकार्बोनेट्स, तो उनको आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए वी यूज दिस FTIR स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी. It is a type of Raman spectroscopy because it is also based on the scattering phenomena. Zeta potential, surface charge variation potencies. It means same. This is atom, this is the surface. Now this surface they determine by certain charge particles. So this charge particles makes the polarity plus minus plus minus 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 plus plus. So this surface charge variation it depends on a different matter. It depends on a different substances. It depends on a different solution. This is zeta potential. Zeta. And the last one is conductivity. The pH charges. Physiochemical variation observed. So this is all about the standardization method for massless structure, for invisible structure. So this is all about today's topic. It is very difficult for me to complete this session within 1 hour. If you have a very what we can say a long time interval, 2 or 3 session, definitely I will break this part into series. So after this completion of series, definitely you will know what is potentization, what are their hypotheses, what are the scientific background, and what are the experimental part. So this is all about today's topic. Thank you. Anyone who can ask who have any. Sorry for this presentation. Today my vocal cord is completely gone.
Yes, that's a major problem, and unfortunately, nobody is responding, even though you have done a commendable job. But I don't know who is the moderator today's session. This is Dr. Pankaj Kumar.
अभी हिंदी सेशन का मॉडरेटर नहीं है, किसी कारणवश से उनका कनेक्शन सही नहीं था तो वो डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए हैं।
Okay.
थैंक यू सूरज सर, आपने पोटेंटाइजेशंस के बारे में एकदम इतना डिटेल में बताया। अगर किन्हीं का क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ सकते हैं। अभी हमारे पास 4 मिनट टाइम है हमारे सेशन का, तो सूरज सर से अगर पोटेंटाइजेशंस के बारे में किन्हीं को कुछ भी सवाल हो तो या तो चैट बॉक्स में लिखें या फिर हैंड रेज करें, हम उसको अनम्यूट करेंगे। और सर आप बोल रहे थे ये कि ये सब करने के लिए एक क्लास का सीरीज होना चाहिए, तो जरूर सर इसके लिए आप ऑर्गेनाइजर डॉक्टर सानी सर से बात कर लीजिएगा और इसमें सीरीज के हिसाब से करिएगा तो एकदम इन डिटेल में सभी को अच्छे से समझ में आएगा। इसके लिए आप बात कर लीजिएगा सर से, हम बात कर लेंगे।
बिल्कुल, इसका एविडेंस में आपको अभी हमारे पास टाइम है। आई जस्ट वांट टू शोकेस द एविडेंस ऑफ दिस so that you can know about the effect of potentization. Just wait it, sir. I just show you the proof for this. Yes, now I am going to share one important document for this particular potentization effect. Just wait it, sir. Yes. Now I am going to share you a very important document. Now this is a grant patent from homeopathy. This is a homeopathic medicated sanitizer granted by the government of India. So this is a alcoholic base. Sanitizer is alcoholic base. So we use homeopathic medicine for this particular formulation, and this is after the effect of potentization. So this is our evidence. जो भी मैंने आपको बताया है पीपीटी में, उसका जो प्रमाण है वो ये है। This patent is granted on 17th March 2026, and this is the formulary patent. There are different types of patent. It is one of the formulary patent.
Okay, doctor. Okay. Time to conclude. Dr. Ram Parvesha, please.
Thank you.
Please unmute, sir. Please unmute.
थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू मनोज जी, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन डॉक्टर सूरज सिंह भदौरिया, वेरी नाइस, एक्सीलेंट सेशन, फार्मेसी पोटेंटाइजेशन, नियम पोटेंटाइजेशन के बारे में जो बताए बहुत अच्छा लगा। और यह जो है इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक एनर्जी, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव एंड फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री बेस्ड पोटेंटाइजेशन, और जितना भी हमारे होम्योपैथिक का मेडिसिन है सब पोटेंटाइजेशन और डायनामाइजेशन, इसीलिए बना ही गया है। पोटेंटाइजेशन का बहुत महत्व है होम्योपैथिक का। डायनामाइजेशन और कैसे बनाते हैं वह बताए, जो सेंटिमिनिमल स्केल में, डेसिमल स्केल में, जो भी 1 पोटेंसी से 2 पोटेंसी, 10 स्ट्रोक 99, 10 स्ट्रोक 1, सब तो है ही फार्मेसी का बहुत अच्छा। और इसी तरह से आते रहिए, बताते रहिए, हम लोग भी लाभान्वित होते रहें। इसलिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद डॉक्टर सूरज सिंह भदौरिया, थैंक यू। हर घर होम्योपैथिक, हर घर होम्योपैथिक।